The transfer portal giveth, and the transfer portal taketh away. And it appears this time, the Sooners was giveth something big. Offensive lineman Jake Maikkula has committed to the Sooners, and I think it's a massive pickup for Oklahoma. I'm going to explain why and where I see Jake working with this roster. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. They got pulling up to the channel. Of course, we're going to jump into the measurables. We're going to get the details around Jake Maikkula committing to Oklahoma over the competition. So let's talk about the measurables and dive into what Jake brings to this room. All right, Jake Maikkula, 6'5", 295-pound junior. He is from Colorado. He actually played high school ball at Valor Christian. Same place as the Southchuck brothers. So we got ourselves some more Colorado love here in Oklahoma. And Jake has 2 more years of eligibility. So this year and next, we're past the COVID years, so we don't get any extras, but he does have 2 more years left. And I think it made sense why Oklahoma won the services. So let me pull up this. This is the roster right now. And for Oklahoma, one of the biggest things is in the offensive line, we've got a lot of talent from the outside moving in, but very little experience right there in the middle. Literally, you got Troy Everett and everyone else. And Troy, we know what it's like if you don't have an offensive lineman. Me and John even talked about this over at Locked On Sooners. Go check out that video where we talk about more portal stuff. But you need to have a backup offensive lineman at the center spot just in case. Someone with some good experience and talent. Because think about it. Last year, the Sooners went and got Branson Hickman out the portal because Troy Everett got hurt in spring camp. He had to have surgery, and he was done up until, beginning of the season. And so you bring in Hickman, and then unfortunately, Hickman also gets hurt. Once Hickman gets hurt, you have to go to, Joshua Bates, who also gets hurt. Then you got Gary and Hatchett going in there. So you had to go through four centers in 3 weeks in order to try to figure something out with young quarterbacks. That is a recipe for disaster. Luckily for the Sooners, when Troy Everett got there, you got some, I guess you could say, for lack of better terms, continuity at the center spot. You got some experience and a guy that can handle that role, and boom, you were off to the races. And so as you look at the offensive line and what we have here, you've got a lot of young boys in Sean Hutton. You've got Josh Iasosa as well as Owen Hollenbeck. You got some young centers. So the best thing for you to have is get one more veteran. And the good thing for Jake Maikkula is that, sure, he probably could have went somewhere else and started today. Sounded like it was between Oklahoma and UCLA to end up. And he decided to go to the place where he may not start this year, but he's a shoo-in for the starter next year. And that's huge. That means that he can continue to train, get his weight up for the SEC, play really good as a backup, then go into next season as your starter. And when he goes into that role, that gives the young pups behind him time to get their stuff together, while at the same time upping Maikkula's draft stock because he's playing in the SEC as a center. So to me, it's a win-win for Oklahoma and him. Like I say, he's going to get his weight up, and he'll be able to play in the SEC and prepare himself to potentially go to the league. He's already graduated from Stanford. He's got some good stuff, man. He played in all 12 games, and he played in multiple positions. 11 starts, 12 total games. He played center, and he played left guard. So he has experience in all the interior roles, meaning that he's going to be able to play, no matter what. They can move him around as needed. Heck, if we need another left guard, if Heath Ozaida's not ready yet and Eddie Pierre-Louis unfortunately goes down, knock on wood, you can slide him right in there at the left guard because he's played left guard at Stanford. So he's done all of that he needed to do in order to play. You got yourself an opportunity to get you a guy that has experience, a lot of snaps. I went and looked. He's got 1,134 snaps to his career, with 700 of those in the pass, 400 of those in the run. He's got over 1,100 snaps over the last couple of years. Didn't play as a freshman. That's when he redshirted, but he played his sophomore and junior year. And yeah, grade-wise, he was okay. 70s in the pass, 51s in the run, things that can be improved upon. But that's the thing. You don't need him to start immediately. You got Troy Everett. You bring him in afterwards. And the good thing is, like I said, the opportunity for him to be able to start in a year, it's perfect. So let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Y'all know the Sooners are going to be active in the transfer portal. Jim Nagy has told us all that. Their goal is to make sure that they have starting caliber players. And if there's players that can make us better immediately, they're going to go after them. So let me know your thoughts. All right. Keep your eyes open. We will dive more into, the transfer portal players as they come in. I'm expecting hopefully more. Keep our eyes open, and we'll drop some videos on it. We'll talk soon. Peace.